Fact-checking, addressing false narratives. Introduction. In today's information era, false narratives can spread rapidly, often leading to misconceptions and misinformation. Fact-checking is essential to ensure accuracy and integrity in the dissemination of information. This guide will outline the steps to identify, analyze, and address false narratives effectively. Steps to fact-checking a false narrative. Identify the claim. Carefully note the specific claim or statement in question. Determine the source of the claim, e.g., social media, news outlet, public figure. Gather evidence. Search for credible sources that provide information relevant to the claim. Use multiple sources to get a well-rounded view of the topic. Look for primary sources, official documents, direct quotes, data, whenever possible. Evaluate sources. Assess the credibility of the sources. Are they reputable and unbiased? Check the publication date to ensure the information is current and relevant. Be wary of sources with a known bias or history of spreading misinformation. Analyze the evidence. Compare the claim with the gathered evidence. Look for inconsistencies or discrepancies between the claim and the facts. Consider the context in which the claim was made. Consult experts. Seek input from experts in the field relevant to the claim. Experts can provide insights that may not be apparent from the evidence alone. Formulate a conclusion. Based on the evidence, determine whether the claim is true, false, or misleading. Explain why the claim is false or misleading if that is the conclusion. Provide the correct information supported by the evidence. Communicate findings. Present the findings clearly and concisely. Use simple language to ensure the information is accessible to a broad audience. Include references to the credible sources used in the fact-checking process. Monitor for reactions. Observe how the corrected information is received. Be prepared to address follow-up questions or additional misinformation. Example of fact-checking a false narrative. False claim. William Marion Branham was virgin-born and the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Evidence, gathering, historical records, research historical accounts and biographies of William Marion Branham. Theological analysis. Review theological critiques and doctrinal analyses from reputable religious scholars. Primary sources. Examine Branham's own writings and sermons for any claims he made about his birth or identity. Evaluation and analysis. Biographies and historical records. No credible historical source supports the claim that Branham was virgin-born. Theological critiques. Mainstream Christian theology does not support the idea of reincarnation, particularly that of Jesus Christ. Branham's own teachings, while controversial, do not include claims of being Jesus Christ or virgin-born. Primary sources. Branham's sermons and writings focus on his prophetic ministry, but do not make such extraordinary claims about his birth or identity. Conclusion. The claim that William Marion Branham was virgin-born and the reincarnation of Jesus Christ is false. Credible historical and theological evidence does not support these assertions. Communication. To effectively counter this false narrative, present the findings through a concise article or social media post, citing credible sources and providing context for Branham's actual teachings and historical background. Monitoring. Keep an eye on the spread of this information and engage with individuals who may have questions or further propagate the false claim, providing evidence-based responses. Conclusion. Fact-checking is a critical process in combating false narratives. By systematically identifying, analyzing, and addressing false claims, we can promote accurate information and contribute to a more informed public discourse.